Dear students, I hope you are fine. I am also fine. Today I will start the theorem of circles, chapter 10. You know the congruent of triangles, conditions of congruent of triangles, you also know. The triangles condition gulo ki chilo? Number 1, SAS theorem. Number 2, ASA theorem. Number 3, triple S theorem. Number 4, HS theorem. These four rules, the congruent of the triangles. You can use those theorems or rules to prove the theorems of circle. So at the end of the chapter, these are rules of congruent. Today I will discuss about circle. So at the end of the chapter, you will be able to develop the concept of circles, explain the concept of pipe, find the circumference and the area of circular region, solving related problems, use theorems related to circle to solve problems, and using measuring tape of measure the circumference and the area of circular region. Measure of area of outer surface of a cylinder with the help of the area of a quadrilateral and circle. You also know the center, radius, circumference, chord, diameter, etc. Now we will start the theorem 1. Theorem 1, page 161. Theorem 1. The line segment joining the center of a circle to the midpoint of a chord other than diameter is perpendicular to the chord. That is, this is circle with radius O. AB, one of its chord other than diameter. M is the midpoint of AB. Join OM. You have to prove that angle AMO or BMO is right angle or 90 degree. Join OA and OB. Again, let AB is the chord of the circle with center O. M is the midpoint of AB. Join OM. It is required to prove that OM perpendicular AB. You have to prove that OM perpendicular AB. Here given M is the midpoint of AB. You have to prove that OM perpendicular AB. Proof. Now I will show only the proof of the theorem. Rules of congruent of triangles. Here you will apply rules of congruence of triangles. Here in triangles AOM and BOM, and তো এখানে কি কি in triangle AOM and BOM, AM equals BM. This is given because M is the midpoint of AB. Given OA equals OB. Radius of same circle. Radius of same circle. Two sides, AM equals BM, OA equals OB, or OM equals OM. Common side. So here, three sides are equal. So it is which theorem? Triple S. Therefore, triangle AOM congruent triangle BOM. Side note, triple S. Triple S theorem. Therefore, angle AMO equals angle BMO. But sum of angle AMO plus BMO equals two right angles. Two right angles. Since they are equal, so they are right angle. Therefore, AMO equals BMO equals one right angle. So, OM perpendicular AB. Proved. Very easy theorem. If you know the rules of congruent of triangles, you can easily prove it. So here is the proof of theorem 1. Now the inverse of theorem 1. Here page 161, the activity 1. Activity 1. Now activity 1, theorem 1, activity 1. তো এটা আমি মুছে দিলাম। ঠিক আছে, just reverse of theorem 1. Activity 1 is just reverse of theorem 1. Theorem 1, given M is the midpoint of AB, you have proved OM perpendicular AB. But now OM perpendicular is given. OM perpendicular AB is given. You have to prove that M is the midpoint of AB. That is AM equals BM. You have to prove AM equals BM. M is the midpoint of AB. You have to prove M is the midpoint of AB. So given OM perpendicular AB, OM টা হচ্ছে given, আর তোমাকে প্রুভ করতে হবে AM equals BM. Same figure, just since এটা perpendicular, so আমি এটা just বলে দিচ্ছি. In triangle AOM and BOM, those are right angle triangles. So right angle triangles এর ক্ষেত্রে congruent formulaটা কি? HS theorem. HS theorem means hypotenuse and one side. So here in triangle AOM and BOM, both are right angle triangle. So hypotenuse OA equals OB, radius of said circle. OM is common side, that is HS. So AOM congruent BOM. So AM equals BM. That is proved. It is very simple. This is activity 1, but it is most important activities. It's also it is one of theorem. It must be proved. তো activity 1 বুঝতে পারলে, নেক্সট আমরা থিওরাম 2 এ যাচ্ছি. থিওরাম 2, সার্কেলটা রেখে দিলাম. Equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center. Equal chords. Here center O and AB and CD are two equal chords. It is perpendicular distance from the center. OE and OF are the perpendicular distance from the center on AB and CD respectively. OE and OF. So question টা হলো, equal chords of a circle are equidistant from the center. AB and CD are equal chords. You have to prove that OE equals OF. OE equals OF. You have to prove OE equals OF. এটাই হচ্ছে আমাদের প্রমাণ. বাট কন্ডিশন কি গিভেন দেওয়া আছে এখানে, AB and CD are equal. You have to prove OE equals OF. এটার আবার রিভার্সটাও হতে পারে. আমরা এটা হলো থিওরাম, এখানে থিওরাম 2. তো প্রপোজিশন, let AB and CD are two equal chords of a circle with center O. It is required to prove that AB and CD are equidistant from the center. Draw perpendicular OE and OF from the center on AB and CD respectively. Join OA and OC. Proof. here construction হচ্ছে draw perpendicular OE and OF and join OA and OC. This is construction. Now proof. Proof OE perpendicular AB and OF perpendicular CD. Therefore, A equals BE and CF equals DF. কিভাবে? একটা কন্ডিশন আছে আমাদের, perpendicular from the center bisect the chord. কোথেকে আসলো? It is from corollary. Corollary মানে activity 1. একটু আগে আমরা করেছি activity 1, যেটা তোমাদের দেখাই দিলাম। এই activity 1 দ্বারা আমাদের এখানে প্রুফটা আসছে। তার মানে if OE perpendicular AB, so E is the midpoint of AB, তার মানে AE equals B, A equals B. Same as OF perpendicular CD, so F is the midpoint of CD, so CF equals DF. Now AB equals CD given, so half AB equals half CD. Half AB means AE, or half CD means CF. Now in right angle triangle OAE and OCF, কি পাই এখান থেকে? OA equals OC, hypotenuse OA equals side note হচ্ছে radius of same circle and AE equals CF, AE equal to CF. এটা আমরা প্রমাণ করেছি একটু আগে। So hypotenuse and one side HS theorem, therefore triangle OAE congruent triangle OCF. HS theorem তো হয়ে গেল। তো আমাদের triangle congruent হয়ে গেল, OAE and OCF congruent, so OE equals OF. Proved. If you know the corollary activity 1, you can easily prove the theorem 2, also theorem 3. Now theorem 3. Theorem 3 is the inverse of theorem 2. এটার opposite. Opposite কেমন? আগেরটা ছিল AB and CD are equal. You have to prove that OE equals OF. But now in theorem 3, OE equals OF, you have to prove AB equals CD. Very simple. একই ভাবে আসবে, same way তে আসবে। আমরা যাচ্ছি theorem 3, এটা মুছে দিলাম। theorem 3. Same figure. Question টা হচ্ছে chords equidistance from the center of a circle are equal. Chords equidistance from the center of a circle are equal. If the distance from center to any chord, here a chord AB and CD are two chords, and OE and OF are perpendicular distance from the center of two chords. If OE equals OF, then you have to prove that AB equals CD. This is the reverse of theorem 2. Same as join OA and OC. Proof. OE equals AB and OF AB perpendicular AB, OE perpendicular AB and OF perpendicular CD. Therefore, OEA equals OFC equals one right angle. One right angle. Now, in right angle triangles OAE and OCF, hypotenuse O equals OC. Side note, radius of same circle আগের মতই হবে. Here O equals OF, it is given. So HS, therefore triangle OAE congruent triangle OCF, HS0. Therefore, AE equals CF. But A equals half AB and CF equals half CD, because perpendicular from the center bisect the chord. Perpendicular from the center bisect the chord. So here A equals half AB and CF equals half CD, but A equals CF, since A equals CF, then half AB equals half CD. Half omit করে দাও, therefore AB equals CD. Proved. Very simple proof. You can easily, by using HS theorem, the theorem 3. Okay. Read carefully. Next, I will prove an example. মুছে দিলাম। Example 4, page 164. Simple example. The circle draw করলাম। Circle draw করলাম with center O. Example এর কোশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে prove that the diameter of greatest chord of a circle. Prove that the diameter is the greatest chord. Here AB is the diameter. AB is the diameter. Diameter passes through the center and another chord CD. You have to prove that AB always greater than CD. Join OC and OD. তার মানে chord is always chord না, diameter is always greater than any chord. এটিও প্রুভ করতে হবে। আমি নিচে মুছে দিলাম। প্রুফ, এখানে জয়েন করতে হচ্ছে OC and OD জয়েন, এটাই কনস্ট্রাকশন। প্রুফ, OA equals OB equals OC equals OD। কারণ কি? কারণ হচ্ছে রেডিয়াস অফ সেম সার্কেল। তো তোমরা জানো the sum of two sides of it greater than the third of a triangle. So now in triangle COD কি লিখতে পারি আমরা? OC plus OD greater than CD। এটাকে আমাদের সাইড নোটটা বসবে এখানে। এখানে কি সাইড নোটটা হবে? The sum of two sides is greater than the third of a triangle. অর্থাৎ দুইটা সাইডের সামটা হবে গ্রেটার দেন, অবশ্যই থার্ড সাইডের গ্রেটার হবে। তো এটা লিখবে এটা এখানে the sum of two sides is greater than the third of a triangle. তাহলে OC plus OD greater than CD. OC plus OD কে আমরা লিখতে পারি OA plus OB greater than CD, because কারণ OC and CD also equals AB and OA and OB. OC and CD OD equal OA and OB. So OC এর পরিবর্তে OA লিখলাম আর OD এর পরিবর্তে OB লিখলাম। তাহলে OA plus OB মানে কি? AB হয়ে গেল। Therefore AB greater than CD. So no more today. Bye.